Welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna be unboxing, setting up, and reviewing this Bauer 2-pack creator light kit from Walmart, a $40 deal where you get two lights that have multiple effects that are dimmable. You could adjust the height, you have white light, you have RGB. We're gonna test it in different modes. Like for example, I'm gonna test it as a background light, as an ambient light for the background to see if it separates me enough from the background. But we're also going to test it as a frontal light. Right now I'm using two Elgato lights for the frontal light, so that's why I look so good in camera. But we're gonna test this. Is it good? Is it worth the $40? Is it as good as my two $150 lights? We will find out. Now let's move to the unboxing area. Okay, so we are now ready to start unboxing these lights. I'm gonna be using my iFixit kit. First link in the description if you wanna get yours. The best kit for unboxing and for setting up anything electronic related. So let's go ahead and start. We gotta get the tape off first. So just get that tape off with this little tool in here. Super easy to get all the tape off all around it. And right here, that's the last one. And now we should be able to open this box. It's a little bit hard to open right here, but there we go. And as we can see, it has more boxes inside, which is good because it protects the product. Let's go ahead and take out the boxes one by one and see what surprise awaits us. Okay, so it's just 3 boxes and then that's it. We can put the box away, the big box, the main box. We have this big box first, and then we also have these tiny boxes, which I'm assuming they are like the little stands, I guess. I don't know. We'll get them out first. Yeah, they are the little stands. I was right about that. Okay, so this is a small tripod. Not gonna lie, the quality does feel a little bit cheap on these. I mean, I guess it's fine because it's just gonna be holding the light. So in order to open these, all you have to do is... Okay, so as I was opening it, a piece fell off. Okay, so this little thing fell off. And this little thing is important because this keeps the whole light thing together, the whole tripod together. Which, if falling off right away, it's not a good signal. So I have to put it back now. So I finally figured it out. In order to open this light, they come like this. You gotta let this loose a little bit. Just a little bit, because then if you do it too much, that little thing will fall. You just do it a little bit and then you could open it. I guess you could push it down like that. Yeah, you could push it down like this. And now I guess you close this back on. Be careful with this because as you saw, a piece fell off right away from me. You close this and then you have the little tripod for the light, the little light stand. I guess the light goes up here, but first we're gonna get the lights out because that's really what I wanna see first before we go and test it in the office. We're not gonna set up this tripod yet or this light stand. We first wanna get the lights out. Let's get the lights out right away. Okay, so here they are. They come with a little book in here, little manual, I guess. I'm not really gonna look into that right now. I wanna see the lights. Here they are. So they are a little square dimmable light. We're gonna test that out. We're gonna see if they're dimmable. We're gonna see the color mode. We're gonna see everything. So as you can see, it comes with a cable. It's looks like it's very long. Right now it's all fixed in here, but it does look like it's very long. And it has a little control in here that has, I guess, to dim the lights, to increase the brightness, lower the brightness, turn the lights on or off. And then it has that little RGB in there, and then the mode. So I guess you could change to the modes, put the strobe effect or whatever you want. And we're gonna put this on the stand, and I wanna see how this goes on the stand. Okay, so this is the stand right here. I'm not going to lie, this is a bit confusing. This little stand in here, how does this work? I guess you could put it down like this. Make enough room for this tripod or this light stand to go in, like that, right? I hope the camera is capturing all of this. I don't know if it goes out of the frame. And then you just close this back on once you put the light in there. Yeah, like that. And then I guess you got the little light setup in here. It is a 5-volt USB cable. So you're gonna need to either connect it to your computer, to some type of charger, or something that powers this up. So we're gonna test this light out and then we're gonna set both of them up. Okay, so I already got a little block in here to connect this. We're going to connect the cables, and now we're going to connect it here to give it some power, and we're gonna turn it on, and let's see. This is the moment of truth. So right here, it has a blue light, so that probably means it's connected. And if we turn it on, there we go. Oh, it's a bit bright, not gonna lie. So I hope the camera picks it up. And then we're gonna change the mode. Okay, so we put it on white right there. I don't know if it's lighting me up a lot. I mean, we're going to test it right now in a dark room. This is just the unboxing, so don't worry. We're gonna go do some light testing right now in the office. But right now, we're just making sure it works. We already know how to set it up on the stand. So now I'm gonna set up both of the lights and we're gonna move into the office to test the lighting, see if it's actually good lighting, see if all the color mode works. I mean, I hope they do, yeah. So as you can see, we have multiple color modes in there. It just went onto like a police effect right now. It is dimmable, so you could lower the brightness, you can increase that brightness. And we're gonna test it right now. Let's set up both of the lights and let's move on to the office. Okay, so we're in the office right now. I had some natural light coming in through the window, so I covered it up with my green screen. That's why you have my green screen right here. It's just to block all that sunlight. And right now, all I have on is my Elgato lights. So we're going to switch to the Walmart lights and see how they perform compared to my Elgato lights. And I'm showing you guys right now that I did set up these lights right next to my Elgato lights. So these are my Elgato lights right now. I don't think the camera picks it up very well. It's a little bit blurry, but I'm gonna turn them off just like so. And now we went dark, and now I'm gonna turn on the Walmart lights one by one. So here comes one first. There we go. There's one light on, and then we're gonna turn on the other light over here. And these are the Walmart lights. I think the quality is pretty good. I mean, having a good camera always helps with the image looking better, but these lights are not bad at all. Now they do feel a little bit bright, especially compared to the lights I do have already, because the lights I have, the Elgato lights I have, they have like this light diffuser. So I guess it makes it super smooth for the eyes. And you could also control the brightness, which I guess in this one, you can also lower the brightness a little bit. Let me go ahead and lower that. So we're lowering this brightness a little bit from this side. Now it's a little bit softer, and we're gonna lower this one as well. There we go. So now it feels smoother, right? So now the image, it actually even looks really similar to my Elgato lights. Something that I like doing, it's putting one of the lights in like a warm mode, right? So it gives a little bit of contrast. As you can see, this light is a little bit warmer. I could also do it the other way around. So we put this one on white and we put this one on like a little warm mode, right? So we get that light from over here, and it's a little bit more warm, feels a little bit more closer to the audience. So if you're using this to talk to people, I recommend you do some setup like this, but it actually looks really good. I don't know what you guys think. I mean, especially comparing prices, my Elgato lights are around $150 each, and these lights are $40 for both. So if you were to spend $300 on lights like I spent on the Elgatos, you could probably get like 8 or 10 of these, of the Walmart ones, and set up the whole studio with light. If you're trying to record videos that need a lot of lighting, then you could get a bunch of lights instead of going out and spending $300. Now, would I not buy my Elgato lights and buy the Walmart ones if I had the chance? Probably not. The Elgato lights are really good, especially because you could control them through your phone, you could control them through the computer, and you could control the white balance, which I think is pretty important if you're trying to achieve certain results, being able to control the white balance. But I also guess that is more advanced. And for starting out, these Walmart lights are really good. I also want to do some background testing, see how they perform in a bigger scale against the wall, against the bookshelf, see if they light up my background and make me stand out. So we're gonna test that up right now. Now let's switch back to the Elgato lights, but put these lights on the back and see how they perform as a background or ambient light. And here we are with this light set up as background light. I mean, I gotta say they do feel a little bit soft. I wish they had a little bit more brightness. Maybe if I lower my Elgato lights a little bit, maybe they're too strong, right? So let's lower it to 10%. So now we have 10% in our face. I mean, it looks nice. It does make a difference. Let's change the color. I mean, it does work. And I guess if you had a wall instead of having a bookshelf like I do, it will be much better, because having a wall, it's gonna allow the light to travel among the wall instead of do like the effect that it does on the bookshelf, which the bookshelf kind of like stops the light in every shelf. So it makes this weird effect. But I mean, I guess it does work as an ambient light, especially like I said, if you have a different background and you don't have a background like mine, you could have a pretty nice setup. So I guess these lights are a pretty good deal for $40. I mean, obviously right now you could see one of the lights, and ideally you want to be able to hide them. But since I have the green screen and I'm like limited in the room, it's hard for me to hide that light. But I mean, it does achieve the result. And I'm pretty sure that if I had just a plain wall instead of having a bookshelf like I do, it will be even better. But hey, it does work in a way. And this product overall is gonna get a 7 out of 10 from us. The reason I'm giving it a 7 and not a higher note or a lower one is because the lights do work, especially as a frontal light. So if you're looking for a pack of lights to give light to yourself as a subject to stand out, they're great, as you saw when we tested it earlier. However, the tripods do feel really cheap. The light stand feel really cheap. I mean, these lights are not heavy, so I guess they don't need to do super heavyweight light stand, but they still feel really cheap, and that's why I'm giving it a 7. The lights do work as promised. Now the lights do have a lot of effects, so there's a lot of ways that you can set up these lights. These stands go as tall as this, which is the height of me sitting down, so that's probably around a meter or a little bit more than a meter. Probably around 4 feet tall. So yeah, I guess these lights are okay for starting out. I wouldn't use them as an ambient light that much, which sucks because that's the whole reason I got them. But they do work. They do work as promised, especially as a face light. And yeah, guys, let me know if you enjoyed this video. Let me know what other products you would like me to see unboxed, even if it's just Walmart products or whatever products you want. That's what this channel is for, finding good products for you guys to help you out in your journey. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment. And as always, bye bye.